Wish you all a very happy Ganesh Chaturthi from Team Mishti. In London, we are missing this a lot, though there are homes filled with Ganeshas. It is not like the same way in India. So please share the pictures of your homes decorated with the Lord Ganesha. We will relive the happiness through your eyes. On this day, I wanted to share the interesting symbolism of Lord Ganesha's Murti. Usually we worship him as Vignaharata, and there's a reason for that. He's got an elephant head. Elephants are the path makers in the forest. Whenever an elephant passes through the thick woods, a way is created for other animals to follow behind that elephant. Lord Ganesha is worshipped first before starting anything new, because he can create the same way for us and have no obstacles like the elephants in the forest does it for the other animals. He's also got a very large elephant head, which symbolizes the wisdom and the intelligence we need to have to attain perfection in life. It's a combination of wisdom and intelligence, it's not just one. And then the other part is, when you look at the Murti, he's got a very wide mouth. This represents our human desire to enjoy life in the world. We all want to enjoy life, and it's the right thing to do. Then he's got very large ears. This signifies that a perfect person is somebody who can listen and assimilate the ideas and thoughts the other person is telling. And Lord Ganesha, as they say, can very keenly listen to all our prayers and the needs of what we have. Then he's got a trunk, which is again very large, which can hold anything existing in the universe. The lesson for me there is, we also should have the same qualities that show that we should be very highly adaptable, and we should behold anything the life offers us in different circumstances. And it's also the representation of Om, which is the symbolic for cosmic reality. Then Ganesha, if you see, has got two tusks. This one depicts the two human personalities. One is the wisdom and the other is the emotion. The right tusk represents the wisdom and the left tusk represents the emotion, and the left tusk is broken. So what actually it signifies is, you should be able to conquer your emotions using your wisdom. And that's a very important thing for us to attain if you want to get perfect in life. Then if you look at Ganesha's eyes, it's very, very deceptive. The way I look at this is, in our eyes, when we look at things, some of the things look very big to us and we are very scared to do that. But actually it's the fear in us which makes it very deceptive. But as you walk through it, it is very small. It doesn't hurt you the way you're imagining it to be. That is what his eyes signifies. Then he's got a Trishul. And the Trishul it also used to be the weapon of his father Shiva. And this symbolizes time. There are three parts of the Trishul, as you know. It is the past, present and future. And they say Lord Ganesha had mastery over it. So we also need to see how we can connect these things. There is the past, there is the present, and there is the future, of how we can connect them and how we can get mastery over it. Then Ganesha has got 4 arms, which represents the inner attributes of our body. One is the mind, which is the manas. The second is the intellect, which is the buddhi. The third is the ego. The third arm is the ego, or the ahamkara. And the fourth arm is chitta. So Lord Ganesha, in the totality of that, represents the pure consciousness, or the Atman. So this is the main symbolism of his 4 arms, which you see in the Murti. Then the next is this. As you come down, you'll see that he has got a human heart, which shows the kindness and compassion he has for everybody. Whatever you have, you go and ask and pray for him in the right way, he will bless that for you. So he is very kind and a compassionate God, as per our Hindu philosophy. He is also portrayed with wearing a red and yellow clothes. If you see the Murti, you will see that he's got a red and yellow clothes. Yellow symbolizes the purity and the peace which comes with it. And the red symbolizes the activity. So for us in this world, we need to be active. We need to do activities around us, but it has to be done with purity, peace, and with a lot of truthfulness. So that is what is the symbolic meaning of that. And the most important part for me is Ganesha's belly. We offer a lot to Ganesha on this auspicious date, and it is we can look at it as a representation of the food he eats. Actually, most of the food is consumed by us and not Ganesha. But the biggest representation of this is the whole universe is there in Ganesha's tummy. So there is the 7 worlds as we say is above, and the 7 worlds which is below the ocean, the Nagaloka, is all that energy is the representation in his tummy, which is tied by the Kundalini energy, which is nothing but the snake. Ganesha is also the god we worship when we want to awaken our Kundalini energy. It's a very powerful energy, and Ganesha is the god we pray to when we want to awaken that energy. Then we have the mouse, which represents the ego. This is very, very interesting. There are 2 ways we can look at this mouse. One is it represents the ego and the wavering mind we have, and how Lord Ganesha, that is his entire pure consciousness, is able to control that ego, which is the mouse. It's the same way we need to do for our egos. And the second symbolic representation of the mouse is Ganesha is so huge, but he still has this tiniest creature, the mouse, as his vehicle, which shows that the king should always be accessible to all the subjects, even if it's very tiny. And we as human beings should treat everybody equal, however big or small they are. So that is the symbolic representation of this. I hope you enjoyed this. There's another secret story of Ganesha I want to share later in the day. For now, I hope you enjoy the music, which is one of my favorite. I sing along when on the Ganesh Chaturthi day. I hope you enjoy this. And again, from Team Mishti, wish you a very happy Ganesh Chaturthi. Please share your pictures of your home, the decorations in your home. We would love to see it, and send us your blessings. We need it all.
दुर्वी पूर्वी प्रेम कृपा जयाची सर्वांगी सुंदर उदिशेंदुराची कंठी जळके माळ मुक्ता फळाची जय देव जय देव जय देव जय देव जय मंगल मूर्ती हो श्री मंगल मूर्ती दर्शन मात्रे मान कामना पूर्ती जय देव जय देव ओ गजानन ओ सर्वतमन पापा तेरे नाम दिल मैंने है किया पापा हर पल में मैंने तुझे है जिया पापा मेरा साथ जो तूने है दिया पापा तेरी करुणा में जग जी लिया रत्ना खजिता फळा तुझ गौरी कुमरा चंदनाची उटी कुंकुम केशरा हिरे जळत मुक्त शोभा तो बरा रुजती नुपुरे चरणी घागरिया जय देव जय देव जय देव जय देव जय मंगल मूर्ती हो श्री मंगल मूर्ती दर्शन मात्रे मान कामना पूर्ती जय देव जय देव खातिर तू ही लाया। इस धरती का तू जो दाता, इसे संवारूंगा है ये वादा। लंबोदर पीतांबर परिवल वंदना, सरल सुंदर वक्र तुंड त्रिनयना, व्यास रामाचा मंडपा हे सदना, संकटी पावावे निर्वाणी, रक्षावे सुवर वंदना। जय देव जय मंगल मूर्ति हो श्री मंगल मूर्ति, दर्शन मात्रे मानता माना पूर्ति। जय देव जय देव जय देव जय देव जय देव।